break open your house one time, they rape your mother, they rape your father, they rape your brother, they rape your sister, they rape your auntie, they rape your auntie, they rob you of all your jewels, they take your car if you have a license firearm, they take your firearm, and they go on with that. And those that are supposed to vote for this bill, for the next year, you all are pleased and it's okay with that. What are they smoking? You cannot come and tell Saieed, well, hear this now. Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go. It come to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on Saieed. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you go in a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you're going to church side, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school side, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Thanks! If every councillor go through their constituency, do video clips like this and send it for us, I'm gonna be so happy just to play it on our program on a Wednesday night. You know why I would be happy? I will be filled with joy in my heart. You know why? Because the councillor is getting off their butts and they are actually going and doing some live video shoots. Real Talk took the initiative to find out suppliers of wheat in the world that National Flour Mill could go to. So now Romano is saying the company is not going to raise any price in the near future. Why? Why? Is it because the S-boss and they realize now that, hey, it is in the public domain that we could go right Mexico and buy flour and wheat? We could go right China and buy wheat? I am about change. And thus far, Real Talk is very effective in Trinidad and Tobago coming towards making changes for the citizens. Public Utility Minister Marvin Gonzalez have urged the population to appreciate and be grateful for the availability of the utilities. This, as Gonzalez recalled, time in his life when he had to fetch water using a bucket from a nearby river. Gonzalez, I want you to understand something. I want you, Mr. Gonzalez, to understand something. You are being paid thousands of dollars by public utility, by the finance ministry, to govern WASA. Come on. To govern WASA, I want you to understand that you ain't going in no office for no free code. You are being paid. Do not tell me that I, Saieed, have to be grateful for the water I get it. Let me tell you something, Gonzalez. Every 4 months, I have to pay $400 and I get water once a bloody month. So don't come on a media briefing and say, Saieed, you have to be contented. You have to be happy. Marvin, the next best thing for you to do is to resign and get the hell out of here. gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host, Saieed. We do want to thank you for joining us, viewers, one more night. Now remember, every time we go live on Synergy Network, we always ask of you to share our live stream. Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Facebook, viewers. It is important to us and to the viewing public. Why am I saying that? When you're here traveling home from a hard days and you can't reach home in time towards Saieed, you can view us on Facebook. Go on your Facebook account, search Real Talk with Saieed Ali. When it pops up, like and share the page. Same thing on YouTube, viewers. Titi Real Talk, subscribe, hit the bell, and you will know when we go live. Now, so having said that, you can do that for us now. Thank you so much. Now, Real Talk Financing is a company that our parent company is Real Talk Group of Companies. We have Real Talk Financing, which we offer loan. I'm a licensed money lender. We offer loans. We offer fixed deposit. Remember, we are licensed. We have 4% on fixed deposit, viewers. When I say 4% on fixed deposit, I mean you're getting your interest up front. Now, when you open a fixed deposit in a financial institution, you will have to wait until that fixed deposit matured, whether it's 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, or 20 years. You'll have to wait to get your interest. We at Real Talk, we are offering you upfront interest. Upfront interest. So when you sign up with us, a fixed deposit, and your check is cleared, our office will contact you to come in and get your upfront interest. Now, you can enjoy your upfront interest. You can become a member of the credit union. You can put your interest in the credit union where you have access to withdraw anytime you desire. With your interest, you can pay down on a new car. You can repair your house. You can go for a vacation. You can pay for schooling. You can pay medical bills. You do not have to wait the 5, 10, or 20 years. Real Talk is the only company, the financial company in Trinidad and Tobago that is offering that to you. Now, I want you to understand what we are doing. We are giving you your interest up front. Up front. Nobody else can match Real Talk. No financial institution. Also, you can be members of our credit union. Real Talk Credit Union, we are located at number 14 Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunas and 25 Cipero Street in San Fernando. We have a building we have a picture of the South building, just for the public to see. We do have it. Hopefully after the break, viewers, you will have a picture of it. So when you're on Cipero Street, you will know which building to look for. Remember, viewers, also, I'm a spiritual consultant. Those of you having spiritual problem, you can contact me and we could have a talk. Also, to contact any one of our office, our number will be on screen shortly, viewers. Remember, call the office, set up an appointment to meet with me, or if you're looking for a loan, meet with one of our loan officers, or if you want to do a fixed deposit, meet with one of the fixed deposit officers. We cater for the needs of people in Trinidad and Tobago. We make banking very easy. So viewers, it is very, very easy for you to contact our office, get in touch. This is our Cipero Street office. It's a beautiful building, one of the most beautiful buildings on Cipero Street. You cannot miss it. You can't miss it, viewers. You just can't miss it. We have a sign, Real Talk Credit Union, at the front of the building. This, I took this picture on the night of our opening. So it's a beautiful building. Very, very beautiful. So, as we go into our news tonight, 2 former senior central bank officials called for a speedy resolution and an apology, and even an apologies over the 2.6 billion discrepancy impasse between the Auditor General and the Ministry of Finance. One of them has also questioned why the central bank failed to meet with Auditor General Jayawanti Ramdas to help in settling the dispute once and for all. So imagine a former senior official who works in Central Bank is questioning why did the Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago not meet with the Auditor General to settle this matter. So by him saying this now, Trinidad and Tobago, it questions us, what is the Central Bank keeping from Jayawanti Ramdas? What is there to hide? I am asking this based on the question that a former Central Bank official is saying. He is questioning that also, just like me. He is questioning why is it that the Central Bank doesn't meet with the Auditor General in settling the dispute. What is there to hide? If Central Bank governors or the official have nothing to hide, why are you not meeting with the Auditor General? And I'll tell Central Bank something. That is not all your money. That is taxpayers' money saving in the Central Bank. It is the taxpayers' money. Because the oil industry ain't generating no funds. Agriculture ain't generating no funds. But the fund is being generated through tax. Who paying the tax? The citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. How does the Central Bank governor of Trinidad and Tobago get paid? How does he get paid? With taxpayers' money. 41 MPs on both sides of the benches. You know what they get? They get taxpayers' money. They get taxpayers' money to act like fools. They get taxpayers' money to act like little children in the parliament. And imagine in the parliament, they are protected in the parliament. Imagine that, eh? So our question is, why is the Central Bank not meeting with Jayawanti Ramdas to settle the dispute? Why? What is there to hide? Why is it that the Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago cannot give the Auditor General access to the check clearing system that they have? So we would really understand if the $2.6 billion went missing or it was stolen. Who in the bank took the money? Where did the money go? Trinidad and Tobago want to know that because that is taxpayers' money. It is not the Central Bank governor money. It is not Klongenbert money. It is not Dr. Rowley money. It is not Kamla money. The money belongs to you and I. So I want the Central Bank governor to understand that that is not his money. That is not Central Bank money. That is not the Ministry of Finance money. That is tax that is being collected from the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago that goes there. And your very bold face, on a very bold face, is to not given access to the Auditor General to feed the public with information as to why we money missing. Now, Dr. Terence Farrell and Winston Dukaran maintain that the meeting between Ramdas and Central Bank Governor Dr. Alvin Hillary must be facilitated immediately. Farrell, a former deputy Central Bank governor, explained that the continued deadlock threatened the future erode public confidence in the institution. You know me. The right thing will be the right thing and the wrong thing will be the wrong thing. So why is it that Central Bank governor is not giving Ramdas access to the checking system in Trinidad and Tobago that clears check? If Klongenbert said the checking system malfunctioned and caused $2.6 billion to go missing, well then give the Auditor General access. Let her see for herself that yes, the checking system malfunctioned. And they go work with that. Farrell said he was baffled by the refusal during Monday's Parliament sitting. Imbert sought to explain why the request was declined. You cannot, let me tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago. You cannot decline the Auditor General office from going into central bank to seeing where the mistakes start. I want Klongenberg to understand something. That is not his money. I want the governor of central bank to understand something. I telling you, if everybody is afraid to tell you anything, I on national television telling you that money is not yours. And I don't care if you carry me to court. The money does not belong to you. You are just the governor governing central bank. You are not the owner of the money. And you all are being misled because all in a little power. You see when power gets to your head, what has happened? You see when power gets to your head, what has happened? Power gone to Klongenberg head. And you know what he do? He introduced a $5,000 penalty fee to those of you who refuse to pay property tax. How you call that? You call that bullying the citizens. I don't care what he say, you know. I don't care what he say. I am the oldest man on national television in Trinidad and Tobago will come up and tell all the truth without fear. Without fear. You know why I just do that without fear? I just tell anybody, you want to challenge me? Not a problem. Challenge me. But one thing I gotta tell you is know how you're coming around me. Because I am not the individual, well, look at pay a hitman and let her come by me. No, it don't operate so. It don't function like that. You want to know why it don't function like that? He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall be covered under the shadows of the Almighty. What do I mean by that? I am protected by the good Lord. 6 years on national television. Having the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. Putting from crook to captain in their place. And not one day somebody gonna make a mistake and send a hitman after Saieed. Nah. You see the hitman who will be coming after Saieed? Understand, I just do spirit work. And if something was going to happen with me, I would get an indication. You know a bird whistling? Toodly doodly doodly doo doo doo. I would know. And fast as you're coming, I will put something in place for you. And when I realized John Doe sent you, well, I go deal with John Doe too. Because my light don't ever fail me. When I made an attempt to kidnap my son, my light didn't fail, you know. It didn't fail. I come right here time after time telling all your 3 blind 1 dead. I just do spirit work. You think I'm afraid to say it? No, I'm not afraid to say it. I am proud of what I just do. I am proud of it. I don't care if you call me a drinks man, a voodoo man, a drinking man, a man who ringing bell. I don't care what all you call me. You know why? There are people doing worse than me. Worse than me. When I say words, you know what I mean? Putting on a mask and jumping in somebody's house and robbing them. Larceny of motor vehicle. Kidnapping. Extortion. That is worse than what I'm doing. Because they're working hard for their money and you trying to take it from them. And this is where I come into light a light. That's why you see Real Talk always growing. We always growing. So, Farrell said he was baffled by the refusal during Monday's Parliament sitting. Imbert sought to explain why the request was denied. Listen to this.
In conclusion, it is the government's view that the special report of the Auditor General on the public accounts for the financial year 2023 only adds fuel to the fire, creates more unnecessary public confusion, and does not satisfactorily address the core issue that arose with the Auditor General's original report on the 2023 accounts, which is a $2.6 billion discrepancy in revenue, and which in our view has been comprehensively cleared up. Thank you.
So, Klongenberg, when you mean cleared up, do you mean that there should be a meeting between the Auditor General Ms. Ramdas and Hillary to sort out the matter? So questions should be asked now to the central bank governor. Why are you preventing Ms. Ramdas from accessing the checking, clearing system that the central bank have to make sure that this system caused $2.6 billion to go missing? Why is she, Ms. Ramdas, being, being prevented from doing this? Why? For $2.6 billion. Question one would ask in the public. Who is lying? Who's preventing her? Did the money really go missing, or did they find some sort of way to filter the money? Question will be asked in the public domain. My main question is, why is she being refused to check our system? Why? Back to me. Yeah. Why is she being refused access to that particular system? Let me tell you something. Jaiwanti had to go where the vault is, you know. She know how to go where the camera is, you know. I want her to go by the check clearing system. That is all we have to go by. You know why? You know why? Imbert said is in implementation of the check clearing system, the new technology that costs $2.6 billion. So if this system caused that, why is central bank refusing Ms. Ramdas' application to check to see if that system is really the problem? Or the money was filtered out elsewhere. Come Trinidad and Tobago, all wake up. All wake up. All done having a hard time already. All the pocket don't have small holes in it already because all the money keep going down. And all I want to know where the taxpaying money going. I want to know where my taxpaying money going. And I want to know if the money has been filtered out of central bank. Well, then that will cause me to stop paying money. You know why am I saying that? FIU can't even give account for their own money. Yes. All I feel is joke. Like all forget that or what? All forget I mentioned that a little while back? Meanwhile, former bank governor Winston Dukaran, who served from 1997 to 2002, said Ramdas and Hillary should engage in a discussion amid and end the controversial issue. How long do they plan to continue this? How long? Is somebody afraid of breaking a jail? Every check-in system caused the money to go missing. Well, by all means, Hillary gave the woman access. Or, I should say, which side are you for? Are you for justice or are you for injustice? You tell the public. Because the public is looking at central bank. And who is governing central bank? I ain't hearing all you. That is the man in the spotlight. So I just want to ask people this question. Is your reputation more important than money? Is your reputation more important than money? Because you will have a reputation and the world of friends, and then you will have money and you will not have one single friend. So which one is more important to you? Your reputation or your money? You can have money and anywhere you go, people want to hear you, you know. Because they know who you is. They want to affiliate with you. They may even want to drink a bottle of water with you because they know who you is. That is reputation versus money. Thank God that Saieed Ali we have a name in Trinidad. You know, long ago had some old enamel cup in people's house. I have a name like that. My name like that. It's powerful. It's important. And it's clean. And my cup always clean, you know, because I always hang up and ready to make coffee. Yeah. My name is trusted in people's house like a long time enamel cup. But nevertheless, moving along. Let's go for a break before we start this next topic because I'm gonna love this one. This one is where the phone gonna start ringing. We'll be right back after this.
Become a member of Real Talk Credit Union, now located at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Open a fixed deposit with Real Talk Investments and get 4% on interest with interest payment being paid up front. Get in contact with us at 238-6716, 231-6219 or 339-1670. Real Talk Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited. Plant a seed today for a better tomorrow.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chaguanas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on a roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery. At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the blaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
So Trinidad and Tobago, remember Real Talk Finances offering you 4% on fixed deposits with your interest up front. We are paying you your interest up front so you can enjoy the benefit of your hard-earned cash. Also, be members of the credit union, open a savings account, start planting a seed today so you can have a better future when you take a loan later on. Remember that, viewers. So hear this now. You want to call online? Call a good night.
Hello, good night, sir.
Go right ahead, sweet and short.
Right, what happens, I need help and share on us, boy. What happens, we have a problem with social welfare, boy.
Tell me.
I mean, each time you go in there, there's no representative to go to the areas because their contract expire.
Oh.
And they're not renewing the contract. So everybody who took the application, or like when I went in there the other day, a guy went in back and his application seems to be missing. So I don't know what the next move or what the next stop to do.
Okay, so the social development office in San Fernando, they have no officers to go out in the field to check applications.
None.
Wow. So those people who sign up for pension and let me say some benefit from social,
like disability grant or whatever grant they apply for. Nothing, because they keep telling you there's no one there. All the staff was contracted and the contract expired and wasn't renewed.
Wow. My friend, thank you so much for highlighting the issue. Social Development Ministry in Trinidad and Tobago. What really going on? What really going on? Is it that we don't have money and all the money filters somewhere else? How come? All that bragging about all that paying this and paying that, and people can't get what belongs to them? Remember I was telling all that they're going to turn pension into a grant just now? Pension is where everybody entitled to. A grant is what everybody not entitled to. All right, watch me now. Mark my words, and it's coming for all you. It's coming for all you. So here what Hines saying. National Security Minister Fitzgerald Hines have stated that the government has heard the plea, the concerns and the fear of citizens, and steps are being taken to address the rising crime situation. Let me tell you something. All I remember, we have a picture of Fitzy. Hines, just flash a picture. I want Trinidad and Tobago to see this man. This man who sits in the seat of the Ministry of National Security. This inconsiderate man told Trinidad and Tobago, that man is seen on television, told Trinidad and Tobago that I am not responsible for your safety. Come back to me. Now Trinidad and Tobago, now viewers, this man is telling us, the citizens, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, that the government has heard the pleas and the concerns of the citizens. Hey, watch me now. Listen, Trinidad and Tobago. This man should get death. That man they call Fitzgerald Hines should get death. And I say it on national television without fear. Why am I saying this? How long you in power? How long you are the Minister of National Security? You now wake up, your coffee now start to smell, housebreaking, larceny of motor vehicle, kidnapping, extortion, rape, murder, and you now hear the cries of the citizens? When Saieed come on national television, all that is quick to say Saieed bashing, but it's all their house they're breaking into, it's all their cars they're thieving, it's all their business they're extorting, it's all their daughter they're raping. So do we have a blind, a dumb, and a deaf Minister of National Security? And Keith Rowley ain't saying nothing? That is why I have said he should be deaf. That is why. And I'll tell you something, the Media Association in Trinidad and Tobago will agree with me. You know why? We have a Minister of National Security. Year come, year go. You're collecting every single benefit, plus your allowance, plus a huge pension, all you adjust to when all you exit office. But you want to tell me, oh, it is not my job to make you safe. Who the hell job it is? I'm asking you. Whose job is it? Is it Terence D. Alsing? But watch me. In the morning, God should strike you and your tongue stop moving. Take white telling all you. All that can't be collecting a large sum of money. People put all you there, and now 7-8 years up the road, you come to tell the citizens, the government, Fitzgerald Hines, don't play like you're getting mad. It is not the government, it is your ministry. It is the Ministry of National Security, not the government. The government it comprises of 41 MPs. So the ball, we the government, is not you, it's not the government. It's the Ministry of National Security Office. And if you the minister there, well boy, crap or smoke your pipe. Because I don't want to hear you, neither the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago don't want to hear you. Call her good night.
Good night, Saieed.
After the
election right now, corner, you know, Saieed, everything will start to look like or resemble that is going to go into place. But the question I have, Saieed, is when the Prime Minister spoke about the changing of the $100 or the money in general, like taking off the 3 ship and putting the pan, how much money, did he ever mention how much money is in our economy?
No.
So then, how much money he gonna print?
Nobody knows.
And the thing about it, Saieed, they could use that mechanism to introduce the paperless and cashless. The paperless and cashless. And You hear what it's saying? Paperless and cashless. So I will be a zombie. No money in my pocket. That e-money business, that can't work. I don't know who tell them this thing will work. That will only put us at a serious compromise. And the Nigerians and them tried Saeed. And it failed.
It failed. Thank you, my friend.
Pressure.
Yeah, it failed. Thank you so much. So, caller, listen to this now.
The government knows the trauma you feel, and we all want a resolution to this. In consequence, the National Security Council met yesterday, and we met with all of the heads of the law enforcement fraternity led by the Commissioner of Police and her deputies, the Chief of Defense Staff, and others. And arising out of that, a decision was taken that we will come to the people of Trinidad and Tobago today so that those who lead our law enforcement efforts on the ground in the reality of things out there, in the hurly-burly and the fight against crime and criminality, will share with you, the national community, what they are doing and what they are about to do in response to these very pressing and traumatic circumstances.
All I hear Dodo head talk? All I hear him? He now wake up. He now wake up. I don't know if he bonks his forehead or he foot bonks somewhere and he toe bleeding. He now get up. TTPS student now wake up. He wake up and them wake up. I'm tell you something, if it's one thing Saeed ain't afraid to do, is to come on national television and talk my mind and the truth. Imagine, look at this, eh? This journalist come to Trinidad and Tobago. Expose gangs in Trinidad and Tobago. Expose gangs in Trinidad and Tobago. TDPS don't know where her gang. Ministry of National Security don't know where her gang. But this blogger came down to Trinidad and exposed it. Now, the last thing I hear about they want to take my money laundering case. The man is not a Trinidadian. He come down to Trinidad, he exposed the gangs in Trinidad and Tobago, and TDPS want to charge him for money laundering. Why? Because his videos could lead them to lending money. Boy, let me tell you something. I never see. I said a donkey head jack. I said a donkey head jack in TDPS. Take what I'm telling all you. A vlogger they want to charge for money laundering. Some donkey head jack who they hire. It has somebody who controlling the jack. When they raise the hand, it had to raise. When they raise the left hand, it had to raise. When they pull the string on their foot, it had to raise. When they pull the string on their head, it had to turn. But I will tell you something. You see people like me, so? We just bring out the truth. And they go like Saeed for that. But I tell you all, I come wrong Saeed. And I'll be sitting on in a chair wishing all I could see the sun rise in the morning. These activities will be detailed and intelligence-driven and will be aided by the increase of use of technology. Listen to this. This come one more time.
Very happy to advise, and you would have heard prior to our decision to acquire 2,500 cameras with modern, usable features. We had about 1,749 cameras in service for law enforcement. To those, we have now added the 2,500 of which I spoke. They have all been installed. And in our briefing up to yesterday, we are assured that they are all operational, functional, and serving in the intelligence gathering aspect of law enforcement work.
All I hear them? That is the people who are in trust. Let me tell you something. You know how much pain and people catching their tail with security? You know how much of them house broken into? You know how much of them lost their house? You know how much of them daughter get raped? You know how much of them was extorted? Oh, we not blaming the party. Blame the Minister of National Security. All the dodo heads. All you know how to hold people accountable? All you don't know that. Whether I am PNM, whether I am UNC, whether I am what party in Trinidad and Tobago. You see, security and education and health, 3 key factors in this country a government should provide. And if we so stupid to say, well, you know what, South Hospital is good and we still going in, I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead. If all go sending all the children to school, and you know what, the school is good, but we go still send them to get injured, all you go ahead is all the children all let us see about. Call a good night.
Mr. Said, great program as usual. You know, after your program, when people listen to your program all over this country and the world, after your program, people go to sleep and sleep with a little bit of comfort in the night that, hey, somebody's standing up for us. Somebody is fighting for us. Somebody wants to see this country become a better place. Mr. Said, God bless you, man. You're certainly a blessed and divine individual. But anyway, on a program before yours, the crime program, the host talk about a Saieed Ali.
Yes, that's all.
So I hope he will correct that on his program tomorrow because you is a reputable man and people, when they hear the name Saieed Ali, they think it's you.
They will think it's
so
me.
I hope he will correct that tomorrow so the world will see that. On another note, our new crime fighting boss, the Breadfruit man, bicycle man, I want him to deal with an issue in the St. Julian Village area for over a year now on your program and all the other program we're dealing with it. And this is a simple thing, you know, Breadfruit man. You say, come to you, give you information. I giving you information now. There's a bar in the St. Julian Village area. No, you cannot pass on a weekend in the night. On morning, you can't pass there. They're blocking the road. They want to make there like a St. James kind of scene with migrants, where the immigration officer, where these people are. So, you know, it's frightful to pass there now in the night. They're double parking and stopping in the road, blocking the road. And again, there's a truck on the Taruba Link Road. For the last 3 months, a truck parked there before you exit that Taruba Link Road onto the Naparama Road, right in front of car dealer business there. A truck is parked and occupied half of the lane. No lights in the night, very dangerous. And 2-3 nights for this week, there was another truck parked there. So there are 2 trucks parked now, and you can't tell me police officers, licensed officers have seen this and they don't know what is happening there day and night. I mean, come on now, man, it's very dangerous. Only waiting for somebody to lose their life. And here it is, a political leader want to give police incentive. Mr. Said, they should give you the incentive. You are doing a greater job than anyone else to make this country a better place. Said, God bless you, man. Keep up the great work you are doing.
Thank you, my friend. Hey, hear this now. Keith Scotland, who is also a minister in the Ministry of National Security, is just behind Fitzgerald Hines. He was questioning the Commissioner of Police in a joint select committee meeting. Watch man, the man hammered the woman. The man hammered the woman. Keith Scotland hammered the Commissioner of Police with questions. When I say hammer, I mean batter, you know, but I mean hammer her with questions, and she couldn't answer. She started to fumble. Next thing you know, in Trinidad and Tobago, they put Keith Scotland now as a minister in the Ministry of National Security. I watch now. I laugh when I see that. I laugh when I see that. Nobody must not come question the Commissioner of Police. Nobody, under no grounds. But she like a fry egg. When you crack an egg and it fry, it done. It can't do nothing. It can't do nothing. Watch me now. People just wonder, Saeed, but how you just pay for your program? How you just maintain your business? And you have some fast people, I will tell you. Real fast. You know how I just maintain my program? You want to know? When God tell you, with the sweat of your brow, you shall eat bread, as the sweat of my brow, that when I get paid, And they save dollar by dollar. And 6 years now, going in 7. Going in 7, I am on national television, and I haven't asked one individual in Trinidad and Tobago to support this program. Never. And I will never do it. You know why? You want to know why? Touch not the Lord's anointing, or do my prophet no harm. You know, is that? When God is for you, nobody could be against you. It doesn't matter who. If your wife come against you, God will move that. If a girlfriend come against you, they will move that. If your brother come against you, God will move that. You know why? Because this is the man I have chosen to do my work. Let's talk now. So viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to hear from the Ministry now of Education, government unable to build schools or school for Mount Hope when we come back.
Become a member of Real Talk Credit Union, now located at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chagonas. Open a fixed deposit with Real Talk Investments and get 4% on interest with interest payment being paid up front. Get in contact with us at 238-6716, 231-6219 or 339-1670. Real Talk Credit Union Cooperative Society Limited. Plant a seed today for a better tomorrow.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Coroni Savannah Road, Chagonas or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
When life throws you a curveball and you need a clear path forward, trust Real Talk Wrecking Service to get you back on track. Whether you're stuck on a roadside or dealing with an unexpected breakdown, our 24/7 wrecking service is just one call away. Fast response, reliable towing, and a team that's got your back. At Real Talk Wrecking Service, we don't just tow, we rescue. Real Talk Wrecking Service, your lifeline on the road to recovery.
At Real Talk Studios, we dedicate our time to highlight the glaring issues we face within our community. Catch us live every Wednesday between 7 to 8 p.m. Real Public Concern. Because your concerns are meant to be heard. Send your email to realpublicconcerns@gmail.com.
Welcome back to Real Talk. Remember, we at Real Talk Finance and offering you 4% on fixed deposit. As I said, we are giving you the interest up front. There is no other financial institution in Trinidad and Tobago that is doing that. That's how it is known when someone is leading We are not following, we are leading. I am here to make a change. And trust me, there is a change coming. There is a change coming. This is the only credit union in Trinidad and Tobago will be extended branches of the Caribbean. I want to let you understand that. I am a man with a vision. I ain't stand still, you know. We growing. Call a good night.
Yes, sir. Good night.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Sorry, I want to ask you a question, mate.
Talk to me.
Why you say that Fitzgerald bouncy for it looking big or something?
No, I find like if he didn't bounce it for it, he wouldn't wake up.
Oh, I just clarifying that. Let me tell you something, right?
Tell me.
I just want to be brief, right? You see the commissioner of police, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has no respect for you, man. Being plain with you. Because the woman is a PNM football. She's behind Scotland Yard and Rowdy to kick around the place. All she did to do is just pull her food. She not serving her purpose really. If you don't check it out for yourself.
Well said.
But anyhow, let me go beyond tree. Fitzgerald says that it is not his job to make the country feel safe, right?
Correct.
And he says it out your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So
He said that a while back.
How it is you feel traumatized for the people of the country now? I'm trying to figure out the maths here. It's not really maths now.
Correct.
And tell me something and also, right? When you're ordering a vessel, does a vessel take more than a year to build from scratch?
Hey, talk about that vessel, caller. I have a little breaking news. Hear this now. The vessels that they have, that they park down, right. The vessels supposed to be using a low sulfur, right? But in Trinidad, we use a high sulfur grade. So I want to ask the question. If in Trinidad, we are using a low sulfur, a high sulfur grade, right? Why is it that when they import the Coast Guard vessel, they didn't install a low sulfur grade in the vessels on them?
Your man answer that question for you?
Tell me.
The reason for that is so that they can park it up in Shagaramas and don't have it out in the waters protecting borders. That's the reason why.
All right.
That's the only reason why, yeah.
Let me tell you the full thing. Hear this. The problem with those vessels that are the fuel system have been compromised. Those vessels were designed to use low sulfur diesel fuel. However, Trinidad and Tobago was dependent on the ultra low sulfur diesel plant at Petrotrin. Using high sulfur fuel on those vessels had caused the fuel system to fail. Suriname produced low sulfur diesel. Hence, the vessel manpower was accepted to do the repairs. In where? In Suriname. Now, the government needs to give account for the $300 million they allocate for maintenance and repair to the Coast Guard vessel, and why the vessels are in Suriname rather than the vessels in Austria and has official position. So that is what I want to ask the government.
Right. Now, here I say, no, right?
Talk to me.
How long does it take to build a vessel from scratch? More than a year?
Well, it all depends on the company that building it.
So how is it that how these vessels can take 14 months to have it repaired and be back out on the water? Like after the next general election, and I was talking about it. So he just running with that for people to run with that and say, yeah,
correct.
After the next general election, everything will be good. And then after we had to suck salt again for the next 5 years.
We're sucking some big grain salt.
Yeah, Fitzgerald feel everybody is idiot like he. But let me tell you something before I go, right? And he's the same person that says he has to deal with the logistics and to make sure everybody has everything they need to do their job.
Correct.
How it is he wait so long after so long as being the Minister of National Security? Now you come and tell people that you're going to fix the vessels to patrol the water. Then he come and say he know how much point of entry have in Trinidad and Tobago. And he self say that?
Yes.
I don't understand it, but how brain dead this population is, boy. All people that think and remember, boy. This man, I don't know, sleepyhead fooling me, boy. Any side. Before I go, to the Auditor General, you have to stay strong enough. Because they're fighting.
Yes, you have to stay strong.
They're fighting on the woman enough because she wants standing up for herself. And that extortionist who fighting, she don't trust her to any side. It's looking too good. Any side, you enjoy your night.
Thank you, my friend. So, Ministry of Education, Dr. Nyan Gasbidoli have stated that the government is unable to build a new school for the students of Mount Hope Secondary. I'll listen to this.
Mount Hope Secondary School is one of the schools that was carried for rebuilding. And so there's a incomplete school that needs to be completed. And the old school, needs perennial work. We have done a lot of work on that school, and it will continue to need work because it's an old school. Now, the new school that has to be completed, the cost for the new school is over $200 million. The building went up, it was vandalized, and so the cost to bring that school to completion at this point, based on the latest estimate we got, which is this year, is over $200 million. At this time, the government has decided that we are not going to invest that $200 million there right now.
The government is not going to invest $200 million right now, but they are going to spend $120 million on a building for PAN. And part of this building will be rented out to the public domain. Imagine that. Education is important, but PAN is important. Who is going to benefit? The question is, who is going to benefit from PAN Trinbago? Building. Who's going to benefit from that? Who's getting the contract? Who is going to benefit? When big boy is going to benefit from that? All of you like afraid to talk, but it's going to very soon. Now, she said that her ministry must deal with a school that the students are presently in and they must keep fixing. I'll listen to this.
So we have to deal with the school that the students are presently in, and we have to keep fixing. So I can tell you that as recently as early this year or late last year, we had to fix the railings in that school. There was an issue with the railings and ensuring that they were in proper shape for the students. So it's not that the school has not been getting work. The school continuously gets work, but it needs right now some emphasis on electricals and so on, and that is a part of what is scheduled for the school. So that is one of the approved projects. It's with MTS, and they will sign a contractor to start those works very soon.
Okay. Now Trinidad and Tobago, one more time. David Naked, an opposition senator, questioned where has the money gone. The question was asked by regarding the $2.3 billion allocated for projects to repair or construct primary and secondary school for the period 2016 to 2023. He is asking, where is the $2.3 billion gone? He said, Mount Hope has been falling apart, while St. Joseph Secondary, which cost taxpayers millions of dollars, was abandoned in 2015. I'll listen to this.
But we have seen a big pronouncement, $2.3 billion for school upgrades in 8 years. And we see listed on that list there, we see 2 of those schools that the UNC highlighted since in January and early August. They're not fit for purpose, non-functional in catchment areas that need to have functional schools in order to mitigate against the rising criminality and crime. So what did I tell you? And I'll give you one further for the PNM. Here on that list, they propose that they have allocated money since, and I read here, in fiscal 2021, the Ministry of Finance entered into a contract with MTS for the provision of project management services for the completion of construction or outfitting of 27 priority schools. You know one of the schools listed in this list here? Piccadilly Government Primary School. People of Trinidad and Tobago, Piccadilly Government Primary School has been closed down for the last 4 years, and there has been no work started on that, but money has been allocated there. So where the money gone? So we have a government here, obviously, quite comfortable in not only misallocating, mismanaging, engaging in blanket corruption when it comes to our education, and then they have the nerve to come and tell us that they have crime totally under control.
So Trinidad and Tobago, let's see what's taking place now. All you understand why I did be getting on like this on television. For our rights, not my rights, but our rights, our children's rights, our citizen rights. But yet, some of you always say, Saieed, you're condemning, you're bashing PNM. I keep telling you, we're not bashing. I want you to understand, when Clunging-Boat raise gas price one more time, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're calling greatest Clunging-Boat, greatest PNM, what you going to do? When the gas price raise, let me tell you something, everybody in Trinidad and Tobago who have vehicles, feeling it, you know. But I is PNM, but I is UNC, but I is what? You're feeling the pinch, you know. All you're failing to understand, those in power, getting a hefty pension, while they're cutting yours and want to make yours a grant. Those in power, children going to prestige school, yours going to a primary school and the teacher don't even come. Because why? They may have no teacher. And you can't go to school. While them traveling, Keith Scotland say ride bicycle. All the long heads, all go ride bicycle till when? Clunging-Boat bring out a penalty that if you don't pay property tax, you will be charged $5,000 with a criminal offense. What did he do? He bullied you into that. With what? With a legislation in parliament. While he is being exempted, Trinidad and Tobago, let me tell you something. All you wake up one morning and realize what happened to all your cash flow. That's all you have to do. Wake up one day and realize what is happening with your cash flow. Because it's going down. And you can't survive. Boy. So before we go, viewers, I want you to understand that Real Talk with Saieed Ali on Synergy Television is being funded by Saieed. And not no sponsors. I fight for your rights when you cannot fight for it. I go against ministers when all you say all you like them. Remember that. So viewers, we are out of time for tonight, but nevertheless, our rerun of this program is tomorrow from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And we'll be right back here another night for Real Talk with Saieed Ali as we go live. Until then, good night.